And
Right.
that had me thinking,
Huh.
as we were talking about earlier with Jonathan Kuminga, say he does well, like what number would he get paid
Yeah.
on Hawks?
Yeah.
I was thinking like, because I'm such a believer in what the Hawks are building that I actually don't want him to get paid that much now. Because I actually
You
believe
swi-
in the team. I just suddenly switched. Like,
you just switch. You're like, oh man, I kind
you're
of.
like, I kind of, man, can I get him on the cheap now? Like,
You're like little Onzi Sele. That's what's the Omzi, whatever. The GM time, Hawks GM time. It's true, man, because they actually got so many options.
yeah, man.
You know.
In terms of like, I'm really rooting for all the product on the floor right now. But
Yeah.
I think we've been talking about Hawks offseason, what that draft pick's going to look like, and
Yeah.
the team building roster. Like, they kind of got their guys already, but it's not quite clear who's a playoff guy or not.
Right.
And I
Right.
guess if, to your point about like Lakers not paying LeBron, it's too hard to roster build with max
Yeah.
guys.
It's way too hard to team build, man. If you
Yeah.
got max guys, like you know, Kuminga's not eligible for like a max though, right? It would be just like a whatever. It isn't it like a based off your like I don't know. There's weird rules, right?
Weird rules. I'm assuming. Well, the max last year was 37 for him,
Yeah.
so it would be
Okay.
a little bit more than that. But
Maybe they can pay him that, but who knows? Who knows what number they're good with? It
so
kind of just depends on what Kuminga does the rest of the season and
what
off
he does
season,
the rest of the
postseason.
season, and to be honest, like, so if the Hawks offer him Jalen Johnson's contract, say Kuminga does really well
Right.
and they make the first round, they win 2 games in the first round. Let's say that they win 2 games in the first round, they go out in the first round. I
Right.
think they're going to make the second round, um,
Right.
but feel like the Hawks offer him the Jalen Johnson 30 million a year deal,
Yeah,
4 years.
that's like a team friendly deal, man, for
Yeah,
those guys.
yeah,
Because it's kind of weird because Jalen Johnson, looking at it, he's like grossly underpaid now. Like
right.
that's what makes their team building that's why they actually have a shot to
Yeah,
compete for a bigger window, because they have all these young guys and they're locked into team friendly contracts, man. Even like they just signed like Nikhil, and then they also
yeah.
locked up the defense guy Dyson Daniels,
Dyson
man.
Daniels for cheap, man. Shouldn't go that
I
up.
mean, people are saying it's a bad contract because they're like, oh, he doesn't shoot the three and all that stuff, like. But the dude can defend multiple positions, and he has like pretty good ball handling, and his attacking to the rim, man. And
Yeah,
he's doing these little floaters they're falling. The floaters are falling,
yeah,
and he
yeah.
and he has this like sturdy frame where he just does really well.
Yeah, I mean, his defense is not just like regular defense. It's like kind of game-changing defense. Like
Yeah,
he
yeah,
shut down Giannis the other night.
yeah.
I
I
saw
know,
that.
man. And no, and then when he's playing, and it's just gonna get easier for them to like with Kuminga out there with them,
Oh yeah,
like it's gonna free guys like Nikhil to hey, it's okay to fucking
the gamble.
to try to
Yeah,
go for that steal,
yeah.
or like like fucking they're gonna be if they really click and Coach Snyder does a good enough job and they all seems like there's buy-in, I think they
It,
do believe they have something, so
yeah.
like they might really try to make a
It.
run.
Couple things. It does feel like they have that team synergy, like the Bill Simmons secret. Like they're kind of like
Right.
sharing the ball. Like they kind of they're doing the like commie ball that Kerr always talked about, right? Where they actually hit the open man, and
Right.
it it's pretty like noticeable coming from the Warriors. Like they're not all just looking for one guy,
Yeah.
like, and they believe in each other. And you know, like Mikhail, and one thing I noticed about that Sixers game, Maxey was lighting them up, right? And that was the one
Yeah.
guy they kind of had a double off the pick and roll. But
Right.
like Maxey, I mean, Alexander Walker kind of like built it out, dude. He got better guarding that guy as the game went on, and it got really hard for them to get good looks. And the Sixers like melted. They got tired, man. And then
Yeah.
they started bitching calls. It comes out that way. And
Right.
Dyson Daniels, Alexander Walker, playing next to Kuminga, Jalen Johnson, and
Right.
and then you have Ricochet to like young Ricochet to split minutes at the three and the four. The so there's always two of those three on the court.
Right. I know.
Like,
And then yeah, dude, you're leaving out like a little CJ action and some Crispert,
yeah,
Crispert.
Christopher
The only guy,
looks, man, he
the
looks
guy that
good
we're
when he
low on
doesn't have
is
to worry about
Onyeka.
shit. Yeah,
Onyeka looks weird sometimes. So you're like, you don't really trust him,
yeah.
you know.
He's got that cheap face look.
Yeah. He looks soft, like his
Yeah.
face. It's like, yeah, I could beat that guy. Gotta look
Playoff
mean,
time.
dude.
We'll
You
find
gotta look
out. Are
mean,
you a Bibby or are you
Yeah,
a Weber?
yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah,
Let's
but
see
but
how.
so the Ricochet thing, like, if he's not playing, if he's off the bench, I think, and if Kuminga's really, really good, the local media is just gonna stop talking about that as a failed pick, and he's gonna look good for like 25 minutes a game, and
Right,
and then he's gonna get the Moses Moody contract treatment,
right,
underpaid bench guy that should be
yeah,
starting on half the teams,
right.
and
Number
that's
one
really
pick,
good.
man.
That's like that guy's gonna keep getting better and better, like elite role player, you
Right.
know, and 15 million, something like that. Like I I see potential. Like, so say they got Kuminga at 30, Jalen at 30, Ricochet at like 12, 15. Come on, man. Like, now you're talking. Now you're in business, man. You're in business. Those guys are all like 22. You know?
Yeah, dude. And they got options too, man. Who knows, man? Weird things happen in the NBA too. Like let's say a certain player that's his hometown in Atlanta.
Yeah, man.
Ant-Man, Ant-Man wants. They could pull off something.
I mean,
Like
would that involve a Kuminga trade directly?
I don't know. Who knows?
Right?
I don't know. Yeah, because it wouldn't be for a while because Ant-Man's pretty locked up, and I don't think they would trade him for nothing. You know,
Yeah.
he would have to pull like I'm not playing for you guys. Like he would have to pull a diva thing to get out of his contract early.
Well, he could get away with it because he's fucking cool, right? I mean, I
That's
don't
right.
know.
No, is the NBA media will turn his back on him if he's
I
like,
don't think
nah, I
so.
won't,
Yeah, it'll be
you
like, yeah, kind of like smart. Like,
know.
you had 3 years there playing next to
Yeah.
Rudy Gobert. Come
But
on.
what I really think though is that it's not even gonna come down to that because like you know who knows? Well, it could but the Hawks are legit, man, and they're gonna have a lottery pick this year. You
Right.
know, so that's gonna
So we
improve
were
them
talking
greatly.
about that today. Are you doing best available? Or I feel like this team's pretty close, so I feel like they could use another guard and just get rid of CJ, you know?
Right.
But
Well,
but
I mean,
but
it depends what they pay, what CJ is going to want in the offseason, right?
yeah.
Like, because he's pretty valuable, man. Like, as like a micro, like a veteran guy like that.
I've been surprised at how much legs he has the past few games. Like, I'm
Yeah,
surprised
but
he hasn't
that
wilted.
but he right. He doesn't stay healthy. You know, he doesn't stay healthy. It might just be luck right now that he's still
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
You
Like
know,
his legs look strong. Like every shot looks strong. Like every
right,
shot that goes up, it feels like it's going in. Like I don't see that continuing necessarily.
right. He's like a vet min guy next. Like, I think he's a vet
Yeah,
min, dude. You know, like. Which is fine. That's what he is. He's actually a vet. Like he's a
yeah,
vet. Like that's his role now.
yeah,
You know. Hopefully he can keep him because it seems like they like him.
yeah.
Same with Londale. And then then they gotta draft a guy. Like a ready-made guy would be like a Boozer type. You know. Seems like he
He,
has
he
a high
plays.
floor.
Did he play center for them? Jesus, that's
Of
like
course he could. Of course he could, especially well because you have Jalen Johnson and like Kuminga. You know.
Ricochet. Yeah,
And Richard and no and Dyson because those guys could. You know, I mean, Dyson Daniels was guarding Giannis, right? So like, and then the thing about Boozer, he kind of has that like that. He's pretty sturdy, man. You
yeah.
know, he's like, and he's aggressive too. So and he makes quick decisions. He plays like a veteran.
Right.
Like he's like that ready built guy. But I don't know if you would even take Boozer though, because like there's other guys that have so much potential. That's like fucking,
So
Caleb Wilson. Like,
so if you got
man.
the third pick, and you have Caleb Wilson or Boozer sitting right there.
Yeah, I know.
Man, because Caleb is like, it looks like pretty elite, right? So,
Right.
I mean, but you got Kuminga and Jalen Johnson. Don't
Right.
matter, right? But you got Dyson Daniels
And Ricochet, and Dyson
and
Daniels,
Rashisha. Like, come on.
and Nikhil. He's like a shooting guard. Like he
So
got like
how tall is Caleb?
Caleb Wilson's like he's like 6'10", right?
Yeah, just play him at center.
Yeah, fuck it, man. I draft Caleb. You know, because there's another old school train of thought that wants to that people are thinking that like maybe the Hawks need a guard, like oh they
Right.
need a point guard, they need a point guard.
Nah.
But I feel like that whole era is gone, man. That's like old school thinking, man. Like there's really talented point guards. Like everyone's talking about Acuff and Fleming,
Hmm.
and like they're good at point guards, but like how much impact is a 6'3" like guard making? I mean,
Right.
how many guys are around in the league left? Like how big is like Maxi right now? He's bigger, right? He has like a bigger frame. He's like 6'5", maybe 6'4".
Yeah.
Like once you're like down to 6'3", 6'2", it's like, man, I don't know if
Hang.
you can really lead a team,
Can
especially
you
if there's
hang
another
four
wing
rounds?
available,
Yeah.
huh?
Can you
You
hang
know,
4 rounds with a 6'3" guy? You know.
I mean, I
And the
guess if they gotta
Warriors play four of
they
them.
gotta be shooters, and they be like like it's just rare. It's just harder to see a guy. You got to be uber talented, to be like a small guard, you know.
Like Maxi, like
Yeah, like are we
step back.
gonna see like the next Damon Stoudemire or Lillard come back? Like
Yeah.
maybe Acuff looking like it. So maybe I don't know. Maybe these are the exceptional talents. Like.
I mean, what's so funny about this
But
combo
Damon,
is,
but Damon Lillard never won in the playoffs. He never won anything. So it's like, is
well,
Steph, maybe, but
well, Andy, what's crazy about this is the Hawks literally had that guy and they just traded his ass away for nothing.
yeah, that's
And
right. They just
and
salary dumped him.
it's pretty funny, like hearing like listening to the Hawks podcast of those guys, like they think, well, we could have had this team and had Trey Young. We didn't have to give away Trey Young for nothing.
Right.
But it's
Yeah.
kind of like it's actually, to your point, it's negative now. Like the
Right.
defensive issues, you can't, like it was kind of interesting seeing what's that guy, the backup point guard they got from the Lakers the other night, um, just get roasted for
Oh
like
yeah, 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 yeah,
10
yeah.
minutes, man. They just,
Yeah.
like just
Gabe
blown
Vincent. You're
by.
talking about Gabe
Yeah,
Vincent.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you're playing 4-on-5 with those guys nowadays.
I know it because also what I think a big deal is why the small point guard isn't really like you know, is valued as much is because like the reason they were able to help a lot is because like they could hit like 40% from three of like
Mm,
those guys, oh they're just really good 3-point shooters, right? Like and they can and you need a point guard to slow it down, the Chris Paul type, or something like that, like
yeah.
but
Chris
man
Paul
like
playing Chris Paul playing small forward for the Warriors 2 years ago.
yeah, it's so funny. So like those guys are extinct, man. Like, cause now everybody growing up shoots threes. Like it's like all these guys in the draft, even this year, that are like playing power forward can all like shoot. It's like, oh well, DePonce's only shooting like 30-something%. It's like, yeah, like like that. It's just gonna get better, man. Like these guys are gonna get better.
Look at 19. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 19-year-old kids. Like that's pretty impressive, man. And then like the guards are shooting like 40, 50% in college. It's like crazy how good everyone can shoot. So like if all these wings are pretty good shooters now, and they all have a lot of them have good ball handling skills. It's like
Yeah.
you have to go with the taller guy, man. It's like you know
Yeah.
like yeesh.
That's one thing I noticed
That's
about.
I don't think that I really don't hope the Hawks don't draft a small guard unless maybe Acuff, but like if it's Flemings, it's gonna be disappointing.
So how
You know.
good is Acuff as terms of a floor general? Get everybody in the right spots. How good is? But they don't even fucking need that, man. They
Yeah,
don't
I
need
know.
that.
Jalen Johnson does that, man.
Yeah. Kuminga does that.
Kaminga
Kuminga
does that too. Yeah,
Kuminga does that. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He
He
does
does.
get everyone in the right spots. It's pretty
He does.
noticeable.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You know what they need, Mondo? Like, there's that other guy. If the Hawks fall in the draft and end up with like in the late lottery, like 8, 9, 10,
yeah.
like dude, that Jaden Quaidance, whatever from Kentucky, man. Like, he's coming off of ACL, but he's only like 18 years old, man.
Really.
And like he has like this upside because his actual physical frame, his body is like freak. Like kind of like Jalen Duren power and like just active and like
Really?
defensive instincts, just like a beast to make some damage. Like it just gives us this like I think it would he, he's almost such a force physically
Yeah.
that it would free up like perimeter guys in the NBA. Like and defensively it's like poof,
So kind of like how TJD had gravity, even though he couldn't shoot or whatever. Just
right.
you got to
Offensively,
put a body on him. Basically, you got to
you
box
can't
him out. You can't just
you
like
might have to
leave
put
him.
two bodies on him. Like
Right.
that's how strong he is,
Well,
But
is that how Jalen Durham gets away with like how they win with that guy? Because he's is it just because of the force the force of nature aspect of it? That's I haven't watched that much Pistons.
right. No, he's a lob threat, man. He's a lob
Right.
threat for sure. And then, Cade Cunningham's really good at dishing right there. And he has like a big frame, makes good passes.
Andy, so let's talk about this seriously.
All right.
How what is it going to look like if the Hawks are playing in round one, the Pistons or the Celtics? Do they really? Because I'm getting a little too hyped, man.
I think we're getting too hyped. Yeah, we're hella getting too hyped,
Fuck,
dude.
dude.
It's
Like it
because we know
just
Kuminga. Because we know Kuminga. We've known Kuminga. Like he's actually
yeah,
a playoff performer.
right. And
What we
Jalen
don't
Johnson
know is the
looks
other guys in Hawks.
yeah. Jalen Johnson looks like a bibby, but we don't
Yeah.
know. We don't know. We just don't know. We just don't know. Right?
But what we do know is that like the defense translates, man. That goes into the playoffs, right? And like point of attack defense is so important, and it really got the Indiana Pacers all the way to the finals last year, because they had Nemhart and like these guys are guarding, man. Same with OKC,
Yeah, but
and then
the
if you have another star player to put it in like Siakam, the Hawks are not too much different from from like this. You can do it. You can if you you have a shot. You could put these
so
guys in series, man.
so who did the Pacers beat last year to
Oh
make it?
shit. I think it was like who'd they play? I forgot, man.
Was it the
Cavs,
Knicks?
Knicks.
Knicks,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, they
But
got
they
through a bunch of teams.
but they had was it Nembhard? They had that guard that was a fucking on fire, dude.
Yeah,
He's shooting like 45% on step backs. Like,
yeah. I
you
know,
know,
but like dude, the Hawks have shooters, man. Like they're like one of the top 3-point shooting teams right now.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the assists,
They're
the
like number
assists.
one in assists or something like that,
Yeah,
But
yeah.
those stats are different though because this is like a whole new team that it's actually it's not even they're not even complete, We haven't
Right,
seen enough Kuminga,
right.
so it's gonna be kind of exciting to see the last few months,
They
like
really
how
need time to develop that synergy, you know?
yeah, yeah, for sure. And like I think they're already at what ninth
Yeah,
and like only like a game and a half or 2 games out of eighth.
yeah,
They have a soft schedule, so they have actual time to get Kuminga integrated. If you start playing some better teams,
yeah.
and then just
Guess
see how they do.
I guess my thing, Andy, is I just so like I know it was a long, long time ago, 2022. I just remember fucking sad, terrible Clay Thompson be able to guard Jalen Brown or
Right,
Tatum basically effectively. And I
right,
remember Draymond shutting Jalen Brown down. And
yeah,
I know that was a long time ago and those guys got better. And the things that Celtics do is play really hard and shoot a ton of threes. And they have a lot of big bodies. They have like a platoon of active centers, set hard screens. So they're always killing you, but it just seems like the Hawks aren't going to have to double those guys. Like
no,
they're good. Like so, you have Tatum, you have J.K. and Jalen to get into those two stars, and then you still have Durham to or Dalen or to Dyson Daniel, sorry, to get into White, and like really that what's that backup that white point guard they have like. Is that guy
Pritchard,
really? Yeah, is that guy really gonna go at Mikhail Alexander Walker? Like,
right.
you know,
No, like defensively they're good, man. It's just that like it's what you're saying. It's just the integration of Kuminga
Yeah.
and they're still integrating CJ's minutes and they're still integrating the whole. It's like a new fresh team,
It's a new
you
fresh
know.
team. I don't even think the coach knows how it's going to work. Like
The
it
players don't even know, man.
yeah.
Like in theory they have, but they just gotta see it, you know.
Yeah. It's
Like we'll
kind of
see.
it's going to happen organically. Like it's that ball don't lie factor. Like the
Yeah,
ball's going to find the talent. That it's the
yeah,
coach really doesn't have anything to do with it. He just does the
right.
minutes, you know. But like, who? Where's the ball going to go? It's going to stop going to CJ at some point, you know.
Well, yeah, yeah. But in the fourth, you
Right.
know, it's gonna stay in Jalen's hand or Kaminga's hands.
Yeah.
You know, this is gonna happen, but it's gonna. That's just how it's gonna play out.
I just I just I just think I guess I can't like guarantee or predict like I predict the Warriors disaster. It's just because it needs to be worked out. But I just have this feeling the way that Kuminga passes the ball in floor generals with
Yeah,
the way that Jalen Johnson passes the ball, it
yeah,
just feels like it's going to build this synergy to the secret. You know,
yeah,
the secret of where it's everybody's gunning for each other. Everybody's like
yeah. It
trying to
does.
get the best
It
shot.
shows on their defense too, man.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, like oh, you know, you're feeding your guys and getting them points, and you know, you got a guy, one of your top paid players. They already signed the guy whose his whole identity is like defense.
right.
You know, and he's freaking trying real hard on offense too. But like, you know, other guys are gonna try. They're all gonna fucking
The
play
thing I
hard,
like
man.
about Dyson Daniels, even though he can't shoot, whenever somebody helps off him, he fucking cuts immediately to the
Yes.
right spot.
Yeah.
And when Kuminga was on the floor, they actually put the ball in Dyson's hands, and he was
That's right.
running
He
pick
had
and
like
rolls.
did he have like 9 or 10 assists?
Yeah,
Maybe.
like he's a great passer. He can finish with the left or the right. He puts pressure on the rim in the way that like a lot of non-shooters don't. Like we were having trouble figuring out a comp to that, man.
Yeah, I
You know?
know. I know, right?
Yeah.
Especially, yeah, because they call him. Yeah, I don't have a good comp for his
Yeah.
style, man.
And I just the other reason I really believe it because of the passing synergy, but I just think Kuminga is going to be shooting a really high 3-point percentage with a green light with a team that believes in him. Like he's shown it in the past, and just the way they got him in the corner, like he's going to hit like two or
Right.
three threes a game. Andy, I don't
Yeah, I
know.
know. If he starts getting regular playing time, you know, he comes on. He comes on just like every player. You get in the flow of the game, and you start hitting stuff. You know, like
Yeah.
especially if you know you're part of the game. You're not, he's not getting jerked around anymore. You
Right.
know,
Right.
he he was putting up great numbers, like getting jerked around. You know,
Right. 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 Right.
it's
Right.
like
Right.
what the hell, man? Like,
Yeah.
he's like he can,
He's a
you
baller.
know,
Yeah.
he you know he's only 23 years old, man. Like,
Yeah. That high IQ, low IQ shit is such white shit, dude. It's so stupid, dude. It's so stupid. Whenever I hear someone say that, I'm just like, man, I don't get out of here, man. Come on,
yeah, I know, man. Who's
ridiculous.
Where's people started saying that is like a protection from Kerr. They
Yeah,
can't blame. It's like anytime Kerr loses something, it's like, oh no, it's because somebody has low IQ.
right.
Right? Stupid.
It's stupid, man.
It's fucking basketball, man. It's like
It's just like Warriors Bubble Boy. That's what I'm talking
bubble
about.
boys.
It's the Bubble Boy fans. Yeah. They don't like watch the rest of the league, man. It's all wings. Everybody could shoot. If you're a freaking guard, you're useless in terms of like real winning. You're only going to beat tanking teams and then, or trap games. And then, they play three, four of them at the same time. They're doing a little
Yeesh.
bit less of that now because everybody's injured, but,
Right.
you know, don't
It's-
matter. Don't matter, man. It's bad. It's bad, dude. That's their bed, man. Steph Curry made his bed, bro. Night, night. You know,
Yeah, man.
that's what he chose. That's what he chose. He thought that's good. Everybody's like, no, Steph Curry doesn't pick the rock. He doesn't pick the minutes. Nah, nah. Maybe he's just not as smart as you think he is.
I
You know,
know, man.
it's like, yeah, like he was a top five player of all time, so they won. And they were great, but like now's when the rubber hits the road, man. You gotta, adapt or die. You know, he's, playing wants to go out playing that heliocentric style, man. And he's not,
Totally.
4 rounds of that. I don't think so.
It's
Nope.
so heliocentric, man, and that's what the Warriors game would preach. It was anti for years when they were winning. You know,
Tommy ball. Yep.
yeah, it was all before. Since when did the ball has energy, find the open guy, and all that stuff turn into just we're doing everything to get Steph Curry open. You
35
know,
points a game.
it never was
That
like that, and then
never was like that.
it's, the game plan's off, and then in the playoffs they just go pick and roll, and then they lose. Because they don't practice that enough. It's like, dude,
And they're playing guards that don't defend.
yeah.
You know,
Oh
like,
man.
okay.
It's just lazy. I think it's just lazy. It's just they needed to do their better job. That's what happened with the Warriors, man.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't. They literally just need to do a better job.
They had the
They
guys
just
on the roster. They had the
they
guys,
just
and
made
he just
excuses.
didn't
Just
play
keep
them.
on making excuses and
Yeah.
not pushing it.
Yeah. Totally. Totally.
They weren't pushing it to try to win, man. Yeah, not like
So
that.
I just going back to the Hawks.
Not
I can't guarantee it because what happens if Okongwu is just shooting like 15% in the playoffs? Like just something like
well,
that happens.
yeah, but the good thing is that you can still defend. Just fucking defend, man. Just defend and let Jalen Johnson and Kuminga
Just shoot it.
and uh, and Nickel, you know, just let him do it,
Yeah,
man.
one thing on those two half court dunks that Jalen Johnson had in the
Oh man,
crunch time of the Sixers, like that was pretty impressive. But what actually really caught my attention was he hit two pull up threes with a guy in his fucking face. He just like
right,
took it and knocked it down. Like
right,
that, like Kuminga has the ability to do that. It's just a matter of green light. And
right.
that's like winning time ball, man. That's like when you got somebody like Pod standing in front of you, just like, okay, yes, sir. Don't mind if I do. You know, just let it fly. They have that ability. They have
Yeah,
some other levels.
they got a lot. They have other levels, and that's the thing. That's their only thing. That's the problem now is that they're not going to be able to. They're not having enough time on the court together to get to those levels, or to even they're gonna,
Well,
because
that's yeah,
all these other teams, that's their strength is that they play together for a long time. You
right.
know, like that's why the Hawks probably won't win a series. If we really get trying to tamper down our hype, it's just because they don't have enough time to develop
Yeah,
that yet.
yeah,
Especially in the playoffs, like against a team like Detroit, a top two seed, or
right.
Detroit, who's played. They've been playing hard all year. They kind of figured out what they're each supposed to do. You know, Same
So,
with the Boston. Like
are they gonna have a hiccup here, like during the regular season? So, like, Kuminga's gonna come back, right?
no, so he's
Is
fine as long
someone
as injury's fine. It's just injury, man.
right?
No,
Yeah.
man. Like, I mean, you could have a hiccup, but like
Like,
not
are they
not
gonna
not if
go
you're.
on like a little bit of a losing thing while they try to
I don't think
integrate?
it'd be a streak. I don't think. Yeah, no, I don't think it'll be. You're not. They're not going to lose in a streak unless the coach just decides to be like, hey, I'm playing Gabe Vincent all these minutes.
Right,
You know.
right.
It
It's
would have to take
it's
it would have to take injuries. You
it's
know.
not bad. Like they have CRISPR and Lockdale, like playing minimal roles.
Right.
Kind of like what Pod should have been on, like 15 minutes. At the proper position. Like
Right.
so that's like a really good sign to me. And
Right.
that's like the only thing that concerns me is this CJ over reliance on CJ. But we'll see. We'll see.
Right. I feel like yeah, it does. I mean, I like to see those shots go to other players. Really. You know.
Well, what was nice was those 2 games, or was it one game? Was it one or 2 games with JK and Jalen? I think
Right.
it might have just been one, but
No,
they
they played
played
one and then like only like 6 minutes or another actually they didn't just one. It's just one
just
I
one,
think.
right? Yeah, against the Blazers. No, can't
I
remember.
forgot.
Yeah, but it they played the death line like their 5 best players
Yeah,
finished the second quarter and played in the fourth. So that
right,
told me the coach knows what's up, right? He
right.
knows, he knows, you know,
He knows
You know,
what lineup I need to put out there
Get the Black
to like
Falcons out there.
get the Black
Get the
Falcons.
Falcons out there, man.
yeah
You
yeah
know, come on.
shit man
Like, stop messing around, man. So
So
yeah
Dyson
Daniels,
yeah
Alexander Walker,
yeah
Kuminga,
Jalen Johnson,
and O'Connell. Like,
right
just play your five best players.
yeah
You know,
I know man
winning time.
that's a pretty good lineup Mondo. I like that lineup. You know,
Okongwu surprises me when he contests shots. Like, I'm
yeah.
pretty surprised. He gets body for rebounds, but I'm pleasantly surprised that he'll get a block or two. You know, it's surprising because he looks like a fucking baby deer out there, man.
You know what
you
though?
know,
He's been knocking down the threes, man.
man, crazy. He,
You know
yeah,
what? Just he'll probably get better too, Mondo. You
right,
know,
right.
like everyone's gonna get better, right? Because
Yeah.
like you can't help off of those guys, you know. Maybe you know,
They have a
like
lot of internal development going on.
yeah, totally, man. Because even
Yeah,
Dyson Daniels, you can't help on because as soon as you help, he's cutting and like
right.
he'll draw a foul or get or he'll you know these guys are that's they just need to play. They just need to we'll see how high they can climb, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like that's a pretty good five right there. You
But
know,
that's what makes it so weird about the draft pick. Like, they kind of they got a right? Like, you know,
jeez,
it just depends on where they get where the pick lands, basically.
right,
You know,
right.
like, you don't pass on Boozer, you don't pass on Peterson, obviously. You don't pass on
It's the bonza.
AJ, Devonta.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
just take one of those guys, man.
I think where you kind of get into, like, should maybe we trade this pick, or it's that, like, you know, 5 through 9 position, right? Like,
I
Yeah,
don't know. I don't know, man.
I think you take the pick, man.
You take that
center you're talking about, right? You just take
No,
them.
you just take whoever's the best player, man. Could be
yeah,
anybody.
yeah.
Could be anybody, man. Because you're gonna need them.
Just
Like
insurance. Yeah,
no, the NBA is like you have to play hell. You gotta play a lot of guys.
right.
You know,
Yeah.
like you definitely could use the depth, man. Especially on a rookie scale contract that you
Right.
have locked up for like forever.
Yeah, the rookie scale.
So now you have a blue chip athlete on a rookie deal. So you have two. You actually have Ruchet and you have whoever you draft off the
Yeah.
bench, right? You know,
Jeez. Yeah. Well, those are good issues to have, man.
Man,
I fucking love it, man. It's so fucking refreshing to actually root for a team that you believe in their rationale, what they're trying to build, man. Like, it's crazy, dude.
Fucking man, they got Kuminga for Porzingis, man. That's like,
Andy, he landed on the best possible situation in the
I
NBA. There's
know,
no
there wasn't a better
situation.
I
you
know.
know.
Fucking Kuminga's like,
Dude, but
For
this is a
years we
great
were like,
coach.
where's he gonna be? 5 years of this shit, we were like, dude, he's gotta be fucking gone, man. Like, is it gonna be on a loser Bucks? Is it gonna be, we were
Right,
hoping Miami was the situation we were hoping for, but we just didn't know what it would look like because we were like, they're gonna have to give up too much to
right.
get him. And it was like, okay, could it be the Lakers? It was like, but the Hawks,
The Lakers should have went after Kuminga. They fucked up, you know.
well,
They out
I
fucked up.
bet you they just didn't. They're just, no, in retrospect, it was looking like the Warriors were
Didn't
looking.
want
for a
like
role player
the
that,
Warriors actually
yeah,
wanted Porzingis.
yeah, they actually wanted the guy they got.
Got like they were looking for a guy that could help them. You know,
They were probably looking for Derek White.
Porzingis, and just some guy that could shoot and play. Play in Kerr, play with Kerr. You
Wow.
know, that's what they were looking for.
Damn,
You
dude,
know,
that's crazy, man.
They got Kerr's role
That's
player.
crazy that they would trade for Porzingis, man. That's fucking wild, man.
Yeah,
Because like, I mean, the dude, he's done. He's like what we're like. I don't know if we're,
Andy, they're putting
he
out on
can't
the
stay on the
media that
court.
they're gonna make a run.
they're putting out on
Wow.
the media
Media they're gonna make a run.
Draymond said they're going to make a run. That Steph guaranteed he's going to come back. Steph said he's going to be good, bro. They're hoping, Porzingis will be right and they'll be able to, like, have some fun in the playoffs. That's what Anthony Slater reported. They truly, truly believe that they're not tanking in the plan.
I'm not
They're
buying
going
that. They're
for it.
lying. They're lying.
Really, really.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're not gonna make the playoffs, man. They're not even winning the first. They're not beating the Trailblazers in the playing game. You know, like you think
Wow.
they could beat the Trailblazers?
2 games.
No, just one. Like, and then you have to beat probably like
Yeah.
then you have to beat the probably the Clippers.
Dude, did you see? Did you see what Tari Eason said about the Warriors after the Warriors beat them?
Yeah, yeah, that's funny. They
I
they
could.
play
He's
better without
Yeah,
without Curry.
they played better without Curry and Jimmy Butler.
I
And
know.
he's like, and he said anybody who knows ball knows what I'm talking about. And, what's crazy is he said that after they lost to them in the playoffs. He still said
Oh
it.
no.
That's what's so great about that, man.
Yeah.
because he's
Nah,
fucking 100% right, dude.
nobody. People still think Curry. That people are afraid of Steph Curry, man. People
Yeah,
forgot that hey, the Warriors are in eighth place, and
with
everybody
him.
behind them was tanking with Curry. And
Yeah.
it's like, what do you guys? And Jimmy and Steph were on the team, and you guys were in what place were you at eighth, man?
Yeah.
Like, you guys fucking are trash,
They
man.
lost
Like,
to the
what?
Bucks without Giannis. They lost to the Pacers.
You
You
gonna make
know.
a run in the playoff? It's so bubble ridiculous to think that
Yeah.
fucking NBA media, that falls for the Warriors, you know, it's BS. They think that actually, like, we're talking about a terrible basketball team,
Right.
an eighth
Right.
place team with Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler.
Right.
And oh, now they're both hurt and everyone's gone and they got rid of Kuminga, they got Porzingis, and they only dropped to ninth. It's like, you guys are what you've been. Like G leaguers. You're playing Podziemski. He's a G leaguer. He's actually getting 30 plus minutes a game, and he's a G leaguer. Like you guys are a terrible basketball team and a terrible franchise,
Terrible
and people
franchise.
shouldn't root for them. Like it's like tragic. Because
Yeah.
just because they were lazy and Kurt didn't want to do his job and like, just stuck in your old ways and
Yeah.
it's terrible. It's terrible for the franchise. The whole organization. Chase Center, man.
Yeah.
Sell the team.
Yeah.
And the idea that they keep putting out there that you got to go for it as long as Steph is this good. Like they're playing 35 minutes, 35 points, and they barely get wins with him. They
I know.
Barely competitive with that guy.
It's like, oh yeah, good
All
job.
out, all out.
Game 7 playoff mode during the dog days. They're
Yeah,
only beating tanking teams. They're only beating injured teams, and they're only getting trap games. You know,
yeah. I know. They really bought it, man. And
they
even
really, yeah,
and then also when they beat the Spurs on that 2 game series this year,
yeah.
when Draymond and Steph went God mode for 2 games, and
Those were the 2 games. Yep.
the Spurs were like, kind of like feeling, they weren't even,
Darren Fox is
just
barely back.
yeah. Darren Fox was trying to integrate, and they were kind of just chilling, and he messed up on 2 plays, and then they squeaked out a win,
Yeah,
2 wins. They thought that, oh yeah, no, we could play in the playoffs. We're ready. We could do this for like
there. That's
multiple
yeah.
series.
When we watched that, we're like, Steph Curry's knee is gonna be fucked up for the rest of the season. Like that, we called that. We're like, knee
Jimmy's gonna
injection
die
time.
pretty soon.
Oh my
Yeah, we saw
god.
that game. We were like, yeah, dude, they're fucking like
Yeah, they're
these
fucked.
guys.
They're toast. Everybody was all celebrating that week. We saw those 2 games. And we're like, yeah, that's it. Game
That's the
over, man.
season right
Game
there.
over.
They just played the game of their lives, man.
Yeah.
At 38 years, 37, 38 years old, those guys probably couldn't even walk the next day. They're just like, those guys are fucking in hospital fucking chairs, man. Like,
Yeah.
like the fuck we talking about, man? Think they could do it for a playoff series?
Right.
Shit, man. Get some PEDs, man. You gotta do a Paul George's, man.
Oh yeah.
That's what the Warriors gotta look out for. Get
That's probably
suspended
what the Warriors doing right now. They're not going to test them. Maybe that's how they get by, man. Steph Curry.
Curry's actually suspended. Theory.
Like the
Mono,
juice.
my conspiracy theory.
Did I just call it?
Curry's actually healthy right now. He's just suspended. The league could not suspend Steph.
Yeah, it'd be too crazy to
Dude,
suspend it.
that's a good team. Hey, I think that's it, Mondo. Is Steph Curry really here? Show the MRIs, man. Show it.
Yeah, let's see it. Show the see the
What is this?
files, baby. Let me see the
Supposedly,
Steph files.
what the fuck is runner's knee, man? What the fuck is that? Conspiracy, man. He's suspended for fucking getting
Juice.
some fucking juice.
Yep.
And the league can't do that. He's too big to get suspended, a la Jordan.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Oh man, we gotta send that to Bill Simmons.
Yeah.
I'm
You
gonna do
know.
it.
Oh, speaking of Bill Simmons and Zach Lowe.
I
Zach
haven't listened to
Lowe's.
those guys in months.
Yeah, I've been listening because they actually it's interesting, Andy, because I fell off them because they talk so much East Coast ball that has been trash for years. But now that I'm fucking all in on East Coast bottom of the fucking 6 through 10, like it's actually enjoyable, and they haven't picked up on the Hawks yet. There's been
Right.
some. Zach Lowe has said Hawks maybe like 2 or 3 lines the last 2 podcasts, and I'm watching that to see when they start picking up on it.
Right, because of the national thing.
Yeah, because it's East Coast ball, and they were talking about the Hornets, and there's just a lot of belief. Like the surprise young team for them is the Hornets, right?
Right.
And
Because they had a big win because they beat the Celtics. That's why.
right, and the Hawks seem like, if you're not watching, they seem like they're a degrading team because they kind of blew the team up. And they believe in the Heat because the Heat have the credentials, right? So like, and then they all have to pick the Magic because they all fucking thought the Magic were going to be a championship team in the offseason when they got their five first round draft pick player.
Right.
And so they picked the Magic, Heat, and Hornets to make the playoffs.
Right.
And you know, I guess I've been listening because I can't wait to start hearing Hawks talk national.
Right.
You know,
Right.
it's gonna be undeniable. Like Kaminga's gonna be national news. Like
Well, it's because Kuminga hasn't played the last few games. He was national news, man.
he was.
Yeah,
There's a
man.
lot of interest in Kaminga. There's a lot of national interest in Kaminga.
Yeah, Kurt's getting off easy right now.
Yeah.
The Warriors are lucky right now. This is a good days before you get ripped on even more.
Yeah.
You know.
How did they make that trade? Is that
But hey,
another?
remember when we were laughing stocks?
Hey, Andy, is that another scouting report fuck up that they thought the Hawks were a bad team? Like the Hawks destroyed the Warriors when they were fully healthy with Jimmy Butler.
Right.
They destroyed them. Like it was one of the most pitiful
Right.
performances I've ever seen. Like,
Mhm.
the Hawks were on an away game
Right.
off of back to back, and they fucking they made the Warriors old guys look like,
That's
not
exactly
even
what they
NBA level
are.
players.
That's what they are, man.
Yeah.
Old man. Jimmy Butler fucking just trying to get mismatches on second units and get fouled. That's how he scores. In big games he shrinks. He ain't nothing. He ain't doing nothing. He fucking. Do you remember him in the playoffs? You know, stupid. Fourth highest paid high guy in the NBA, man. Trash, dude. What a joke. They gave him the only contract. The Warriors gave him the only contract. The only team that offered him an extension. Nobody else wanted it. Like, oh yeah, we'll sign it. Nobody else signed it because they knew he was gonna get hurt. Like, the fuck you dummies, man.
I think one of the greatest things ever would be if Jonathan Kuminga and Andrew Wiggins met each other in this year's playoffs in like the third round or something like that. If the Warriors are at home, that's what I
Whatever,
need.
dude.
Man. Cares, man. I'm gonna tell Sock, dude, on Friday. I'm just talking Hawks, man. It's Hawk, 100% Hawks. That's my stipulation, man. Which I'm not even gonna like, just whatever, man.
You still got to go on that show, man? That's fucked up.
I don't have to, but
Oh.
you know, whatever. I like the chat. The chat, it's cool. I just don't want to talk about no fucking pods and fucking Melton and Horford, you know, good stats on a bad team shit, dude. Like, come on, man.
He's getting riled up over some Kerr drama or Kawakami.
Yeah.
No.
Hawks, I'm
No,
gonna
that
do
show's
my
still
scouting
that show's
report on
still good
Hawks.
because it has a good group of people that follow it. Right?
Yeah, dude. Shreya was on there today, man. She's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, it's actually entertaining. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's still a good
Uh,
show, even though it's like the Warriors just like whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Sai said that he's gonna talk Hawks. If the Warriors go home, he's just gonna, what else is he gonna talk about? Of course he's gonna talk Hawks. It's
Right.
like there's
Because he could still
interest.
be on. They'll still be
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like
It's
you're
gonna it's
allowed.
gonna organically turn into a
Yeah,
Hawks
it just
show.
will. Like what and all these stupid warrior prayer people that are like, oh, you got to support the team. It's like, actually, none of those people are watching now. Like
Yeah.
they're not they're all like as soon as like all those people that were saying to trade the picks or whatever, they're totally not gonna watch when Steph's gone. They're
Yeah.
totally out, man. They're not watching anybody develop. They're not gonna get hyped about the draft. Forget about it, man.
No.
You know, next era, man. It happened already 2 years ago. When they re-signed Kerr, that was the
Yeah.
death, man. We called it. I said RIP then. I was
Right.
fucking pissed, man. I was like, dude, you know,
Yeah.
that's the original sin. Talked about it many times.
Kerr's
And
extension. Yep.
yep, Kerr's extension. You know,
Yeah. That's where they messed up.
that was it. That was it. So I was like, all right, next era. Everything should be building to the next era now. They don't
Right,
have a
man. And the next era
chance.
started already, man. Like, because all
Yeah,
these teams, like, there's a
yeah.
young teams that are way better. Like the Warriors think they could compete. Oh no, we could compete in the playoffs. I'm gonna make
Right.
some. I want to have meaningful time. No, you can't. You can't compete in the playoffs.
Yeah,
You can't even compete in nothing. You're done. You're one of the worst teams in the league. You
yeah.
know,
That's actually
like
trying. Yep.
that's trying. Yeah, and it's like there's a lot of teams that are. All these young teams are gonna get better. They're gonna get a lot better too, especially with all
Right.
this talent that's coming in.
So, like the Jazz are going to be better than them next year.
Yeah, the
Portland's
Blazers.
going to be better.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
the Suns. I don't know if the Suns will duplicate what they had this year, man.
Oh yeah, they are. The Suns, man.
Really?
Jalen Green's been playing well, man. Dylan Brooks he wants to play, man.
And I,
They
I
got
just I don't know. Like Dylan, he's playing great, but like, really, are those legs going to hold up multiple years like that?
yeah, I
That's
mean
he plays fucking hard, man.
I
Gee,
don't think they
Loretta.
could you think they could compete with the Spurs? I don't know. No, or like, you know, Denver's and, Minnesota, Lakers, you know, some good basketball teams, man.
Yeah.
Warriors not on that list,
So the Warriors are in the play-in. Like they're going to have to beat the Clippers and Portland.
They're gonna have to if it ended as is right now, they're gonna host the game against Portland.
Right.
Cling on and if here's the thing, if Shaden Sharp and Danny Avdija are playing, they're gonna freaking roll the Warriors. It'll be
Really?
oh
Wow.
yeah, come on. I don't care if Steph Curry and Draymond Green and Porzingis are freaking playing their best game of all time.
Yeah.
Like they're too old, man. You can't. They don't have it. They're not even gonna have time to meld. They're gonna be like, hey, they're gonna.
I mean, it
They're
is it is kind of dangerous to just think you could ramp Steph Curry up for 5 games to play
yeah,
a game 7 in the play-in game.
yeah. And it's not
It's
like
a
you're
little
ramping up Porzingis. It's not doing nothing,
right.
man. It's dumb, man. Guy Santos. Guy Santos. Here's another thing, Mondo. All these guys that are playing out the Warriors, they're all gonna be hurt too.
Right. The injury ball's not over. Isn't Moses Moody currently hurt?
Yeah, yeah, everyone's out. Like we
Yeah.
even called that, Mondo. We're like, hey, all these guys are gonna get hurt too, man. Moody, they're all hurt. They're all hurt
Because they're
now.
they're playing 120% every night, man.
Man, it's because of Potts, man. You got a
Yeah.
4-on-5 basketball. What do you expect?
Pot, Andy, I'm calling right now. I guarantee you, Dempsey's gonna take himself out before the play-in. He's not gonna get exposed again in the play-in, right? I don't think so. Some injury is gonna befall Brandon. I don't know. We'll see.
He's been pretty healthy. Unfortunately, that's the bad thing for the Warriors. He's been healthy.
Iron Man pods.
Ugh.
He does play a lot of minutes and he stays out there. He didn't
I
last
know,
year.
man.
He didn't last year. Well, actually, Pods was not playing 35 minutes earlier in the year.
Right.
Remember that? He was getting benched.
Right, I know, man. Warriors is like got G Leaguers playing now, man. A whole bunch of them.
He's
You know.
Santos 120%, and what's he gonna do in the playoffs? Like,
Oh no, Key
he's gonna
Santos is gonna
play
get hurt. He's getting hurt,
160%.
Mondo. He's getting hurt. You know. He's got to be out there with Porzingis. You know. Oof.
Hey
Draymond
man,
Green.
well, that was the other prediction that Pods is gonna injure Porzingis. He's gonna fall
Yeah.
into it.
Won't even get to that because Porzingis ain't gonna play, dude. You guys, it's full blown, man. I don't know what's going on with that guy.
Didn't he already play? He just played though. He came back.
Yeah, he didn't play today.
Oh, really? Oh my god.
Yeah. They lost to the Jazz, bro.
How do
The
you lose
Jazz,
to the Jazz and the Pelicans?
the Jazz are trying to lose, man. Eesh. Jazz are getting chewed out right now for winning. How the fuck did you win that game, man? You cost us the Bonza, man. What the hell?
Hey man, pretty surprising to see, man, and just what's going on with the Pelicans and the Jazz? Like, where are the Pelicans at now with the Atlanta Hawks pick?
I think they're like for tank wise, like where their odds are. I want to say it's like the sixth worst team right now. I think, but I think by the end of the year they're going to be like eighth worst team. That's my guess. If
Who's
I had
gonna
to
pass
predict
them?
for the worst team,
Yeah,
I
Bucks?
think
Maybe the
no,
Bucks?
it's because the Pelicans are still trying to win. You
Right.
know, because they're not actively trying to lose. The other teams are trying to lose. You know,
Oh.
so it just comes out the schedule. I think they'll be like eighth or seventh. You know, yeah, probably eight. So that's the that's probably where Atlanta picks unless they get lucky. You know, but they have like a good odds because they have two shots at it. You know.
So you got Indiana, Washington, Brooklyn, Chicago, Milwaukee.
What are you talking about?
Who for the worst teams? And you
Oh,
got the Portland is 21 and 45. Oh, they're the fourth, or no, they're the sixth. You're right.
yeah, they're six right now, Mondo.
Dude, no, they're only one game ahead of. No, they have the same losses as the Jazz. Yeah.
Jazz fucked up.
Dallas is on a 7-game losing streak.
Yeah, and they're playing Atlanta tomorrow.
So they're gonna pass. Yeah, you're
Dallas.
right. They're gonna pass Dallas and they're gonna pass Memphis. Memphis and Dallas are gonna outlose them. Right.
Yeah, I don't think they could go all the way to nine, Mondo, but they could stay in the seven. You know, because Memphis, they're not going to win that many more games. You know, because
Yeah.
they're just in player development mode too. You know,
All right.
so it just all comes down to schedule.
It comes out like how many who these teams are all playing each other too. That's the other thing.
Yeah, I think I did. I think I already did it, Mondo. I think I got them
You
at
already
like
game theoried it out, right?
yeah. I think I still have them at like eighth. It's like likely.
What about the Bucks? Where are they gonna fall? They're
They're staying
27 and
there. They're staying put.
36.
They're going to be at 10.
27. Yeah, you're right. Damn, they have hella wins already. Ching got
So
that up.
if it goes down like that, they'll have like a 24% chance to get in the top four.
What
You know.
about Chicago? Is Chicago gonna out tank them? They might fall to like 10. The Pelicans could get even better. Nah,
No, 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 no. I don't think so. Nah, Chicago's won too many games already.
they have 26 wins.
Yeah. Whatever though, but like the way the lotteries work now, Mondo, it's like
Yeah.
those teams actually do. It happens all the time now. It's not like a thing, you know. We'll see.
Whatever. They're gonna get a top 10 pick, I would assume, right? I don't think it's gonna fall below that.
No, it won't. It'll be like eight. I think the eighth is probably like what they have now, Mondo. Is like you could just they have like like these websites where that does the math for you. It has all these like
What?
simulations.
Really?
Yeah. But you got to kind of swap where you think they're going to be, and I think like they're going to be in the eighth team,
Hmm.
seventh or eighth. So you could see how much that often that goes up, you know. But it happens, it's like 40, it's like 20 something percent, 25%,
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh, all right, Andy.
Yeah, my phone's about to die.
All right, later.
Uh,